don't you?
Yeah.
It's up to you what you want to do.
Vic, is it on? I can't see you. Hold on 1 second.
Is it plugged in? Is
Hold
the
on.
yellow plugged in?
Hold on. Yeah, it is. Let me go look at it real quick.
Okay.
All right, Matt, how long are you out from being able to interview him?
I can do it right now. He's walking this way.
Okay, grab him.
All right, you ready?
Going live now.
Well, hold on. All right, this is Matt Perry with Play It On Sports down here at the Peach County Pierce game. Coach, pretty good ride. Think the ride will affect your players?
No, I don't think. I think it was a nice ride. They took a little nap. They like to sleep. You know, kids love to sleep these days. But we stopped in Jessup and ate and had a good meal and went over to Wayne County High School right behind our school, middle school, and had a walk through, had devotion, and got back on the bus in about a 30-minute trip. And you know, I don't think riding affects our kids, so that's not going to be any type of factor tonight.
Well, Coach, you had an open week that you didn't. Kids weren't at school, had off for Thanksgiving. I know you got your practices in every morning. How did your practice go this week?
I thought we had an excellent week of practice, especially the last 2 days. Tuesday and Wednesday was very, very up-tempo, upbeat, and just hope I think it'll translate into tonight. I think our kids are ready to play and got a good game playing. They just got to go out and execute.
Well, speaking of the game plan, Coach, tell us a little bit about this Pierce County football team. They're number one in their region. Had some pretty tough games, but tell us a little bit about what to expect out of this Pierce County football team.
Oh, offensively, they spread the ball. They spread offense, like to throw the ball, like to try to create some space and make tackles in open field. And defensively, they're kind of like us, a three-man front, and try to create a lot of pressure on defense. So it's nothing that we hadn't seen before, but they're kind of wide open team.
Well, going to the Trojans, Coach, health-wise, how are you coming to the game as far as everybody being available tonight?
I mean, we got some bumps and bruises. Of course, Matt's got a torn ACL, but he's practiced the last couple of days. So we'll see how he goes tonight. He's moving around pretty good. So we'll just have to see how he starts off tonight and where he's at and how he's moving around.
All right. Well, as far as if you look at it, I mean, who's got to really be big tonight? Where do you really got to have somebody stand up, offensive, defensively?
I mean, we got to control the line of scrimmage offensively, like every game. I mean, our offensive line has got to dominate their front, and we got to be able to run the football. And defensively, we just can't give up a big play. We just got to keep everything in front. They gonna complete some balls, but we just can't let them go the distance with it. So we just can't. We got to eliminate the big plays defensively and offensively. We got to control the line of scrimmage and control the ball, keep the ball out of their offense's hands.
All right, Coach. So this is Matt Perry, Played On Sports with Coach Campbell pregame. Hold on 1 second.
A couple of hellos. My dad at home, not feeling well, and Mr. Buck Bradshaw, who's back home, and just everybody who couldn't make it tonight. Just watching the ball game. Y'all enjoy the evening.
All right, that's Coach Chad Campbell for the Pierce Peach County game. Wishing everybody good luck. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Matt, we're offline. I think we got that.
Did it work?
Yeah, it looks good. It sounded good.
I kept going out in my ear and I couldn't hear it, but I knew it was hot. So
I kept bringing the levels up on him because the mic was not that loud on him.
I could hear y'all in the background on those mics.
Here. Yeah, the Grizzly guy was right here beside us, and
yeah.
I was picking him up.
What we need to do is we're going to either have to turn down y'all's mic when I come in, or y'all are going to have to unplug them, one of the two, because I could hear y'all talking over me in my headphones.
I got you. It's a learning thing. I just need to figure out what mic is what. We really need to get a numbering system. That way we always know whose mic is what.
Do y'all want me to try to interview their coach?
It wouldn't hurt.
Give me his name again, Jeff. Ask him his name.
Jeff, what's the – Jeff's getting on the mic now.
You want me to interview their coach?
Hey, if you can.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, why don't you get him and see if he'll do an interview for you. Tell him you're with Play On Sports, Georgia High School Association, and you want to do an interview to play for pregame.
How do we play with our levels? Is this –
That not
hey,
with these, yeah.
Hold on, I had to take my earpiece out. What's his name?
His name is Pender, Coach Sean Pender. He was at Crisp County for several years. He was at Brantley before that. He was also here as an assistant.
Give me some questions. I don't know nothing about him, y'all.
All right, tell him, hey, just find out. Tell him, this is the first time they've reached, ask him what it's like to be in the second round, what the mood is about being in the second round after last week. They had a close game last week. Just tell him what the mood of the team is, and just tell him, and just ask him, hey, that
what are your thoughts on the
we've
game?
got, history versus the new kids on the block, and just ask him about that. See what he says, because this is the second time they've made the playoffs, or second time they had a winning season in like forever. So, something along those lines.
All right, are you ready, Jacob?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me get over here and ask him. I hadn't even asked him.
I'm ready to go on the air whenever you are. We just need to make sure that our mics are down because we're picking up everybody around us last time.
Pender, right?
Just pull those out.
Okay, both of these.
Yeah, that's the mics.
Is this if it turn it on?
No, not that.
What do you do to turn?
Just
unplug y'all.
We'll just unplug those two and get ready.
Tell me when y'all are ready. I'm gonna go ask.
As long as Vic's got as long as he's got you centered up.
Jacob.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him, and then I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then hit it, and then we'll go.
Okay.
How about that?
I'll start on about 1. That way I get a good connection prior to him starting talking.
Pender, right?
Pender?
Yes.
Pender.
Okay. All right, you about ready, Jacob? Okay, in 3, 2, 1. This is Matt Perry with Play It on Sports. I'm down here with head coach of Pierce County, Coach Pender. Coach Pender, we want to thank you for letting us come out and broadcast the game tonight.
Oh, not a problem. I'm glad for y'all to be here.
Well, Coach, it's been a good season for you. Coming here 10-1, had a hard-fought battle last week. You won it in overtime. Tell us a little bit of how your team prepared after the hard-fought game this week for the Peach County Trojans.
Our team is resilient. They're a very resilient bunch, and preparing for Peach County, we treat it just like trying to prepare for any other game. We know that Peach has a strong tradition. We know that they're very, very athletic, and we're just going to do our best to try to stay on the field with them.
I understand. Coach, tell us a little bit how many seniors you have on this team and how your senior leadership is.
The senior leadership's great. We have about 16 of them now. 13 of them play, and number 45, Steven Stipes, and 57, Andy Landrum, are two of our leaders on the defensive side of the ball that have done a great job, not only verbally, but they also do a great job just with their actions and the way they carry themselves in their life. And offensively, Dylan Veal, who is our punter and our guy, he kicks the ball off for us. He's also a wide receiver. His leadership has been phenomenal. I'll hate to lose guys like that. And, of course, number 2 was our tailback. He'll be sidelined tonight. He's not going to be able to go. He sprained his ankle pretty bad in the third quarter last week. But you talk about a leader. And then I got one that's in the locker room. His name's Cole Dowling. He's a first-year player, but he's more of a spiritual leader for us. He plays a little bit on offense, subs in and out, but what he does in the locker room and how the energy that he brings to practice every single day is something that I'm going to miss.
I understand, Coach. Well, it's just like you were talking about with Peach County coming in here with a tradition. Do you have to worry about keeping your kids up for it or down for it, or how do you expect their attitude to be coming in against Peach County's tradition?
Well, with Peach County and who they are, and just you're talking about a team that's won several state titles, been in 3A a long while, and dominating 3A for a long time. The biggest focus, or the biggest thing I was trying to get our kids, is don't focus on Peach County. Stop focusing on them. We got to focus on us, and we got to take care of us and try to play the best of our capabilities and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, Coach Pender, we want to wish you good luck and tell you again we appreciate you giving us an opportunity to video tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
How'd it go? I lost. Y'all there?
Yeah, I was plugging back in.
Did it go?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Was good.
All right. I guess I'm coming back up there.
Okay.
Do we know we can feed that?
It was a live feed, but that means that it's, we've got it downloaded, so the video is online. We'll just have to figure out how to get it off of there, but at least we got
Thomas has done call me twice. If you want to call him. Tom, or whatever's the guy name that met us up there the other night, he's done called me twice tonight. He said if we needed any help to call him. He's at East Paulding, so won't you want to call him or Pat?
What are we trying to do? Are you?
Well, I mean, you said you're trying to run that video, right?
Well, I mean, it's online. It was streaming.
But, I mean, are we going to try to run it during the pregame?
Let me see if I can pull it off.
That's what I was saying. We need to see if we can run it when we come on at 7 o'clock, see if we can run both of them pregame.
Okay.
I
think it's doable. Let me just find
well, if we need to call Thomas or Pat's what I'm getting at, let's do that.
Right. Okay. Let me look into it. I'm gonna cut this mic. Or hold on. I'm gonna call him, Matt.
I would. All right, I'm on the way up.
Can I go to the tailgate?
I'm here. This is the same box y'all got? I'm ran right there. Yeah. That's what you got. That's the sideways. Sorry, man. I just tried to help him. He was trying to. Where's my bag at? Nick, where's my bag at? Over there? It's over there. By that door.
the info for the overlays?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to go ahead and enter
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Are you trying to see the video?
You want a chair to sit in to do that?
Yeah, that might be easier.
Yes, he wants to sit down. It doesn't matter, whatever.
All right.
What are you doing? You're doing
This is
okay.
starting defense home. So I guess we're home.
Number 1.
Do we want to do home as us or them?
They're home.
Okay. So M-A-R-P-U-I-S-H.
Foreman. Put number 10. Put out there in front of him. In front of his name. Put number 10.
That?
No, in the front of him. Right, get that streaming? Yes. And CFL. Jerry Bowler. Very nice to meet you, buddy. Nice to meet you. I work with maintenance school system here. I play around with videography, and I've done some streaming overall for cellular. Yeah, 4G. 4G. Verizon, business card, so. But yeah, I can imagine you probably can't do anything less than 4G. We've used, I've got a MiFi card, which is what, 3G, that MiFi?
I think the MiFi is actually LTE.
Okay. So we've used it before we got the jetpack. Yeah. We kept seeing the towers on the way down there. So maybe oh yeah, covered. Oh yeah, about that. But yeah, we get good reception out here. It's going to be nice when he gets what he's doing now. He's putting in all the starting lineups and stuff. Yeah. And it'll have it up, start line up, and we'll put it up periodically. Back and watch it. Yeah, they can watch it. They go back tomorrow or back out. That's the band. That's the drums. Sorry guys, sorry. Drums. Good.
The good thing is the camera battery dies out during that time. I think it'll last the whole game.
We never had a problem.
Oh, I was just typing on. I wasn't.
That's what the D is, the difference of the D and the O.
I said it.
Hey, it's 6:55. When we going on? Go on the sideline.
I'm ready for the 40 foot round.
He's ready to go on the sideline.
Give me names. Give me names. Give me names. Help him.
Defense, number 3. E-A-D-D-Y.
I'm just glad that we have headphones.
Number 11. Deshavis, D-E-S-H-A, D-E-S-H-A-G-A-N.
I did not.
Number 16. R-A-T-T-T. Honey. Number 17. Rod Kennedy. Number 22. Hunter Skipper. 23. Darius B.A.R. Foreman. Number 31. Rob Johnson. 5. Stephen Stipe. S-T-I-P-E. Number 56. Cole Smith. Number 57. Andy Landrum. That's offense.
That's off.
That's defense, I'm sorry. Put coach in there. Put coach. Sean, S-E-A-N, Pender. P-E-N-D-E-R. Doing offense now. So visitor.
Did you
Do theirs first. sorry, Chris Jackson. Number 4, Matt Malcolm. 6, Tyler Gibson. 7, Alex Dickey. 8, CJ Coleman. Number 11, Marcus Robinson. Anthony Grant. Number 16, Saire Davis, S-A-I-R-E, Davis. One, two, three, four, five. Real quick. Number 54, DeAnthony Lamar. Number 57. Who's the center? Okay. Number 57, J-I-D-R-A, last name Askew, A-S-K-E-W. 58, Alton Sanders. 59, Michael King. 77, Matthew Winters.
You got 2 T's?
2 T's.
All right. Once got that done, I need to set up the.
How's all the stuff at Marshall?
What's up? Peach County's record 9-1.
10-1. Second round, DHSA. Okay, second, go backwards, all the way back. And do a 2ND. AAA, captain, DHSA, state playoff. Playoff. Okay.
Pierce County.
Chris County. Test one. Hey, we're going to have to get going. It's almost 10 after. Gave me that. Now I can use it. Just flip it over. Thank you. Man. Yeah.
Ben's Custom Golf and Driving Range, Highway 41 North in Byron, offers a 24-hour driving range as well as a well-stocked clubhouse. From clubs and accessories to apparel, you can have it all. Tee it up and let it fly. Come to Captain Jack's Crab Shack, where you can try all your favorite seafood dishes as well as the famous Low Country Boil. Located on 107 Chapman in Byron, Georgia, they're open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Sunday. The K Community Service Center in Fort Valley, Georgia, proudly serving individuals with developmental disabilities. Our mission is to help them reach their maximum level of independence. On the Mark Custom Screen Printing, where we aim to please. Order your custom t-shirts for your company, sports team, or organized group from our printing services company in Byron, Georgia. On the Mark Custom Screen Printing offers a custom printing and embroidery service as well as banners and signs for advertising. With over 40 years of combined experience, call Dorinda today. Real Estate South. Whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, Sandy Davis and the fine folks at Real Estate South can help you with all of your real estate needs. Located in Byron, Georgia, call 478-952.
There it goes. There we go. There we go. Commercials first. Start it with the commercials.
Ben's Custom Golf and Driving Range, Highway 41 North in Byron, offers a 24-hour driving range as well as a well-stocked clubhouse. From clubs and accessories to apparel, you can have it all. Tee it up and let it fly. Come to Captain Jack's Crab Shack, where you can try all your favorite seafood dishes as well as the famous Low Country Boil. Located on 107 Chapman in Byron, Georgia, they're open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Sunday. The K Community Service Center in Fort Valley, Georgia, proudly serving individuals with developmental disabilities. Our mission is to help them reach their maximum level of independence. On the Mark Custom Screen Printing, where we aim to please. Order your custom t-shirts for your company, sports team, or organized group from our printing services company in Byron, Georgia. On the Mark Custom Screen Printing offers a custom printing and embroidery service as well as banners and signs for advertising. With over 40 years of combined experience, call Dorinda today. Real Estate South. Whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, Sandy Davis and the fine folks at Real Estate South can help you with all of your real estate needs. Located in Byron, Georgia, call 478-956-5050. Best deals on furniture and mattresses. The name says it all. Visit our store on Highway 42 in Roberta, Georgia. As a member of Furniture First, America's largest furniture buying group, we get the deals that other stores don't even know about. Come see Matt Peary in Roberta, Georgia for the best deal on furniture and mattresses.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bear Stadium in Blackshear, Georgia. Welcome to the second round AAA State playoff. It's Jeff Bell alongside Jesse Fortson, Matt Perry, our sideline reporter, Jacob Gresham on the computer, Vic Hedgepeth on the camera tonight.
We're growing, Bell.
That's right. We're
growing.
getting big.
Baby steps.
All right, folks. Well, we're live. It's about 10 minutes away from kickoff here. Yeah, Matt, thank you, buddy. I tell you what, it's an exciting atmosphere right now, Matt, wouldn't you say? Really
It is, because I'm telling you right now, there's nothing to do within 30 miles of this place. That includes eat, restrooms, or any variable of that nature.
Yeah,
we are, when you come down Highway 15, there's one place to stop, and that is at the high school. The middle school's right down the street from us, but it was a good ride, Bill. It wasn't bad.
It's really pretty down
2.5
there.
hours.
Like it. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. And I tell you what, you're in for a matchup tonight, folks. We've got, again, both teams coming in here at 10-1. Peach County coming off of a win last where they were, less than stellar.
That's right.
But good enough to get the win. And Pierce County on a game last week that
it's too high for me, Jeff.
Yeah, well, it's not for me. on a win last week that kind of catapulted them into the round. They were losing. They were trailing by 2 touchdowns with less than 2 minutes. And I was talking to the radio guy up here earlier, and he was just telling me, what was going on with it. So, but anyway, folks, again, we're 10 minutes away. We just, we've got a packed house coming, and fun night. Matt was down on the field earlier talking with both Coach Campbell from Peach County and Coach Pender from Pierce County.
I'm as tall, if not taller, than their coach, by the way.
Yeah, which is something that
is great.
Is a little unusual, right?
That is great.
Yeah, but folks, it's going to be a we're going to kind of give you some specifics. Got some game notes here. We're going to cover that here in just a little bit of time. Peach County comes in. They're banged up a little bit. We're actually going with a backup center, I think, tonight because, well, actually Matt Winters is going to try and play, right, Jesse?
Yeah, he's dressed. He went through warm-ups, got some torn ligaments in his knee. I think it's going to be a rough go for him. If he was playing anything but center, you use your knee so much when you snap the ball. I at one point kind of thought maybe they might move him out to tackle just to get him in the lineup. But not only are they going to miss him on offense, but they're really going to miss him on defense. Plays just a dominating presence in the middle of the field, playing nose guard on that defense. And when he comes out of the game, they get much smaller. And something that Peach County has struggled with is a power running game between the tackles. And we'll see if Pierce County is able to exploit that tonight as they go on defense. But the priority for Drew Winters, if he can play, is going to be on offense tonight with that. And so that'll be huge to watch that. Drew Winters is number 77. Or not Drew. Winters is number 77. Matt Winters. Sorry about that. DeMarcus Robinson banged his hip up a little bit in last week's game, but he is looking good out there as well. And so we'll see as the night progresses how this goes. I think you get this late in the season, and everybody's a little bit banged up in one form or another. Yeah, and we're going to kind of get ready for this game, and we're going to give you some of the starting lineups here. First, we're going to hit the Vince Elliott. I'm kind of got to go through these, and we'll kind of tell you who the folks we're supposed to watch out for tonight would be. You've got number 9, Micah Larson, 19, Sanua Lawson, Madison Tootin, Marcus Washington, Clay Taylor, Tyler Harris is one of the big boys we're supposed to be looking out for. Both Harris and Larson kind of interchangeable. I know Larson is playing a wide receiver position, and Harris, I believe, is going to be their quarterback, but they are interchangeable. Dylan Veal, who's also going to double as their punter tonight, number 14. He's also a wide receiver. You got Josh Henderson, Brandon Chansey, and then Duncan Kimbrell. Again, you're seeing that Coach Sean Pender is who the Pierce County Bears coach is tonight. Then we're going to kind of pop over here and look at the starters for Peach County. And these, by the way, are Captain Jack's Crab Shack starting lineups of the ball game.
Thank you, Jesse. We've got to get our sponsors in here as well. You've got Peach County's starters coming up as the PA system goes nuts here. You guys can probably hear that. Keyshawn Lowe is going to get the start at tailback. Tyler Gibson at a receiver position alongside DeMarcus Robinson and Sire Davis going to be the 3 wideouts that we have. You're going to have DeAnthony Lamar, Alton Zanders, Matt Winters. Again, Matt banged up a little bit. He's going to try and go, along with Matthew Colvin, Jatinder Askew, and Michael King on the front line. Malcolm, what did I say?
You said Matthew again.
Malcolm Colvin, sorry about that. And then Greg Williams is the quarterback, and he had a decent game last week, Jesse. It wasn't a great game, but it was an efficient game.
It was good enough, and
And really the offense doesn't rely on him to throw the ball a lot and to be accurate. What they do is depend on him to hand the ball off to some of these running backs like Keyshawn Lowe and to be able to throw the deep ball to DeMarcus, which when you got a weapon out there like that, you don't have to be in the world, just got to get him the ball.
That's right. So, we're looking for a good matchup tonight. And again, it was an exciting week last week for the folks here at Pierce County because they weren't sure they were going to be in this game after they scored two touchdowns in the last 2 minutes. And the guy, I didn't know this, Jesse, but the guy was telling us they scored that last touchdown. They were trailing by 13 points. They scored the last touchdown. All they had to do was kick the extra point, win the game, and the center rolled the ball back to the holder, and they never did get it off. So it went into overtime.
Yeah, special teams will get you every time. I think it's important to note that coming off a big win like that, sometimes it's hard to get your mojo going again in another game sometimes. But then on the other hand, sometimes it can really give you some momentum heading into the playoffs. We've said this before that we think the difference between week 1 and week 2 are probably the biggest differences in the playoffs until you get to the championship game. And so Peach will have opposition tonight. The last couple weeks, I think Peach County struggled a little bit at the beginning of last week's game. Just simply, I think they thought we'd show up and dominate, and got a little motivation in the second half. But with that, moving on, to this week, I think that they're fired up. The team looks excited to play. We're going to take you to our game notes, and those are brought to you by the K Center, our K Center pregame notes here. Pierce County, their coach is Sean Pender. This is his second year. He's 16-4, which really puts him in the pantheon of Pierce County coaches here. Pierce County's history is
we're going to say that all night. Pierce County.
I know,
we're going to screw that up.
It's been rough. But in 2010, he was at Chris County, went 4-7, and then he was in Brantley County before that for 8 years. This year, though, however, they went 10-1. They're the Region 1 AAA champs. They back-to-back region champs. I've seen a lot of T-shirts here. They're very excited about that. However, they did lose to Swainsboro last year, 44-41.
No, that was this year, Jesse.
Oh, I'm sorry. They lost to Swainsboro, 44-41. Swainsboro not doing that hot this year. Went out in the first round. They just said the prayer, and I talked all the way through it.
Talked the way through.
Amen.
Way to go, Pastor.
Hallelujah. Their offense, however, Pierce County's offense is scoring 38 points per game.
Sorry, Jesse.
Thank you, America.
All right, there we go.
Going back to our K Center pregame notes. Talking about their offense, they've been averaging 38 points per game, which is actually pretty good. But however, their defense has been giving up 21 points per game. We'll see how that progresses throughout tonight. Something's got to give there with Peach County's offense. They should be able to put up some points on the board. They are allowing a lot of rushing yards per game, 208, but not giving up that many passing yards. I think that has to do with more so with the teams they've been playing with anything else. But Peach County, we're going to throw it over to Jeff, and he'll give you the pregame notes for Peach County.
Appreciate that, Jesse. Yeah, Peach County comes in, like you say, Pierce County giving up a lot of ground yardage, and hopefully we can capitalize on that tonight. Coach Campbell is a coach for Peach County. It's his 6th year. He's got an 87% winning percentage. He's 67-10 in his 6 years, which is pretty good. He's got a couple of 8-3 years his first couple of years, and then he's some 15-0 and 13-2s and 14-1. So he's got some pretty good years in there. They were the Region 2 AAA runner-up this year, losing to Carver 26-17 a few weeks back, which made us a 2 seed. We're averaging, like you said, Jesse, quite a bit. We're averaging 35 points a game, comparable to Pierce County's 38, and we're only giving up 11 points. So I think that's going to be the key tonight, is going to be the difference between our defense and their offense, and our offense and our defense. You know what I mean.
Whoever scores the most points will win the ballgame.
Generally, that's the way it happens. But, a few things, and I kind of dug this up. I did have the week off and kind of put some stuff together, and we're going to kind of look up at some of the second-round matchup statistics. This is actually compliments of Ocean Tiger, who actually works for the Georgia High School Football Historians Association. He has this information out there, probably more information than you need. But Peach County comes in, like we were saying, they're averaging 35.3 points for offense, which is 8th in AAA, whereas Pierce County's 38.6, which is 6th. But the difference is our defense is 11.5, which is number 2, along with theirs is 21 points at 13. So the differential puts us at number 6 and them at number 10. Against playoff teams, we are 7-1. Our lone loss was to Carver. We did play some stiff competition early on. We played 4A Perry, we beat them. We played 4A Baldwin and defeated them. Although Jesse forgot about that game. He's asking me earlier, when did we play that game? That was way back 10 weeks ago.
I was in the time warp there, I guess.
You must have. And then we had a tough game against 5A Warner Robins, who's still in the playoffs, and beat them 29-24. And all Pierce County's wins against playoff teams come against region foes. So it's got the makings to be a pretty good game. You know, we got some other historical facts we're going to kind of throw in a little bit later on, but not right now. But folks, I'll tell you what, we're about it looks to be about 5 minutes away for the start of the game. They've already had the coin toss. Did you see who won the coin toss? What the deal is going to be with that? Who's going to receive, Jesse?
I did not.
Yeah, we were talking. We weren't paying a whole lot of attention, so it's kind of.
We'll find out in just a minute.
And there comes your PC Trojans onto the field, led by the Trojan man. I looked earlier. We don't have 100 this year. We've had 100 in years past. We don't have that this year, Jesse. I think we're probably in the neighborhood of about 70 or 75, maybe.
Which is still really good. I mean,
it is for a AAA school in Georgia. So, got a plane flying over. I don't know if that's not the blimp, is it?
I don't think so. A quick question for you. What's your feeling on this game right now?
I'll tell you what, it's got a playoff atmosphere. Our guys look sharp. We were watching a field goal kicker earlier. He's nailing them from 50 yards. Our punters were punting the ball down the field. They were crisp on the quarterbacks throwing the ball. Receivers were not dropping anything. They were running good routes. They look fired up. They look relaxed, but they look fired up. And Pierce County's the same way. Talking to the coach earlier, I listened to a little bit of that interview, and, they looking at things like, they're the new kids on the block, and we've been there. And they're trying to, like he said, they want to get where we're at. And we're trying to keep them from getting there.
Absolutely. I think earlier in this week I would have thought Peach walks away with this one. But the longer we've been here, the more I feel like this might be a tight game. Pierce County is really here ready to play. And their fans are fired up. I'll tell you what, I think they're definitely going to have an advantage from playing at home in front of this home crowd. I think it'll be a little bit different on the road, but they're looking good out there, and I think we'll expect a good ball game here the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but I tell you what, though, to be a 3-hour drive, Peach County's got some fans of our own. We got a decent group over there, and
absolutely,
a bunch of fans. So it looks like Peach County is we're going to be. So we're just a few minutes away from kickoff, or long enough for them to go to get it teed up, and. So we're getting their fans fired up. Cervantes is going to be teeing it up for Peach County. I tell you what, you're going to have to help me on these numbers tonight, Jesse, because as bad as I am, the black numbers are not helping me tonight. Looks like you've got, for Pierce County, deep back there. Looks like it's number 20, Terrell Carter. Kick is going to be off. It's going to be returnable, looks like. No, he's going to let it fly into the end zone, so Pierce County is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, one thing to watch out for, Cervantes has been absolutely murdering the football when he's been kicking, doing a great job on kickoffs and on extra points. And like Jeff said earlier during warm-ups, he nailed a 50-yarder, which is pretty good.
He took one and then just walked away, didn't he? All right, so it looks like you got number 8 is going to come out in quarterback. That's Harris. So we're going to keep these numbers straight. We'll try and keep them straight anyway. It looks like Larson's going to be your running back. It's going to be a give, try and get outside, and he's going to be dropped for no gain, maybe a gain.
On that formation there, Pierce County coming out in a tight formation, wanting to run between tackles. He tried to bounce that outside. I think most of their success offensively is going to be able to run between the guards and not on the edge. until they start flinging the ball downfield, they have a quarterback who can absolutely put it in the air for sure.
Looks like Harris is going to go back into Larson's going to be in a shotgun formation. He drops, gets a little bit of pressure. He's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
And right there, Peach County doing a fabulous job of getting some pass rush. One person to make note is that right tackle. Really got beat there. Had a good pass drop in his protection, but you got to stick with it on the inside gap. Duncan Kimbrell there allowed his man to get inside. Number 4 for Peach County, doing a great job of pass rush. Able to make it a 3rd and long, which definitely helps his defense out.
It is 3rd and 11. First series so far goes to advantage Peach County.
Peach County's going to drop back into a 3rd zone coverage.
They're going to run that tunnel screen that Jefferson County had such good luck with, and they're not going to go anywhere with it. It's going to be dropped again for a little bit of a loss. So that's going to bring up a 4th and long, and that was something that Pierce County looks like they got from Jefferson County from last week.
Absolutely, and Chris Jackson making a great play, getting off a block, able to get in there, disrupt that play, and get a tackle.
So that gives Peach County a good first stand on defense, and they should come out of this with decent field position. DeMarcus Robinson is going to be deep for Peach County, standing on Pierce County 45-yard line.
Pierce County doesn't have near the troubles that we saw last week on special teams. However, not one of their strongest suits on this team as well.
Kick his way. It's high, but it's not going anywhere, and it's going to be a really short kick, and DeMarcus is just going to let it bounce. And I'm not sure why he didn't get away from it, but it's going to be 1st and 10 Peach County at the Pierce County 30. So we'll see what kind of offense Peach County, what they start out with here.
And Winters is going to try to make a go of it here out on the field. Give that kid some credit, really playing through an injury. We'll talk about it a little bit as the game goes on if he's able to stay in there. A torn ligament definitely hurts in the knee.
That's right. And you got Keyshawn Lowe as the running back. And you've got Sire Davis and DeMarcus Robinson is at the top of the screen.
And the officials having a word with Peach County's offensive line. I don't know what that's about.
Not sure.
Maybe Matt can find out for us during this possession.
Greg throws one out to the outs. He's got a receiver. He hits, looks like Davis.
DeMarcus.
No, I'm sorry, DeMarcus. It's going to be close to a first down. 29-yard line. Not a good kick. It's a better kick.
Move to get down there to make when you're running. You have to turn your. Greg doing a good job. Got it up enough though that DeMarcus can catch it and get the ball down the field.
So it's a 1st and 10 Peach County. 9 minutes and 29 seconds have gone by, or remaining in quarter number 1. Now you've got Robinson and Davis left side. Davis in motion. Got a penalty.
They're going to call false start on Greg Williams there. False start. Yes, that's going to be the call. When a quarterback moves his body on the first snap count but doesn't snap the ball, they'll allow a little bit of movement, but not that much.
Yeah, we're going to apologize early, folks, because it's hard to look at these numbers out of Pierce County and see what they are. They're black, and it's
on dark blue.
Keyshawn,
after that, number 17, Ron Kennedy, gets a big hit, but actually Keyshawn was trying to cut back. He had a big lane there. Winters doing a good job of moving his man out of the way.
Yeah.
One thing that happens when you tear a ligament and you don't tear it all the way through, it actually hurts quite a bit, loses some stability in the knee. But he's doing well so far in this game, getting a good push.
He is. As Steven Stipe was in there helping as well, number 45. Expect him to be there all night as well. Greg Williams rolls. Got a screen pass, and that's not a good pass. And it's going to be, I think that's Deontay Williams. He's going to pick up. He's going to actually lose, or maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to bring up 3rd and long. And he doesn't look sharp at all right now, does he?
No, and one thing he's got to do is he's got to quiet his feet. He got a little bit of happy feet. When he needs to do is step into his throws. When you're throwing and moving your feet, you tend to either sky the ball or throw it into the ground, and Peach County's left with a 3rd and 13 here.
Yeah. Peach County in a bunch formation will probably be shifting. They do. Got Robinson and Davis to the right side of the formation. Gibson at the bottom of the screen. Greg Williams drops, got plenty of time. He's got an open receiver down the sideline. He's going to right through his hands. He had him. He had a step on the defender, but it's going to be overthrown. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes Cervantes on, and he was hitting some 50-yarders earlier, so we'll see if they're going to try it, if they're going to kick it, try and kick it deep, because this would be a 49-yard field goal attempt.
Tell you what, on that play, Peach County got great pass blocking. Greg Williams delivers a good ball, but just unable to come up with it and connect in the end zone. Cervantes here definitely has the leg for this. One thing during warm-ups, the snap for special teams was a little high on the field goals. If they are able to get a good snap, I believe Cervantes definitely has the leg for this.
And Pierce County has a man back deep, hoping that he can maybe catch it and return it. The kick, it's a good hold, it's a good kick, but he's going to be left, I think.
Left.
Wide left. He had plenty of leg on it. Plenty of leg. But it's going to be a hold. Now, the good thing about high school football, it comes out to the 20-yard line.
It does. Tell you what, he had enough leg to nail that from 55.
Yeah, he was just wide left.
Sometimes what happens are these guys, it's just like a golf shot. When you try to put a little too much on it, you can really begin to push the ball to the left. Kickers, soccer-style kickers tend to pull the ball to the left if they're a right-footed kicker.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Pierce County. Throw down. He's going to be caught a gain of about 5 yards.
Bell.
Yes.
What you got, Matt?
Oh.
2nd down and 5. We're about to hit 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Henderson.
And he got a little rush on his throw there. Peach County's defense doing a good job of getting in there. Emmanuel Pitts getting in the backfield and rushing that throw, making a bad timing. 3rd and 5 here. Pierce County can definitely go with a run or a pass.
So see what Peach County's defenses can do on this. See if they can force another 4 or 3 and out. Pitts on the edge. Peach County does come on a little bit of a blitz. It's going to be out into the flat, but it's going to be overthrown. No flags on the play, so it's going to be a 4th down. It's going to be another punting situation.
And there again, Emmanuel Pitts getting in the backfield, rushing that throw. When you got a quarterback rolling out like that to make a throw, accuracy drops tremendously. Any quarterback who can throw on the run is definitely worth his weight in gold for sure. Not a lot of guys at the high school level are able to do that.
That's right. So we got DeMarcus. He's going to be standing back around midfield this time, so it's been a battle of field positions, but
and note that the last punt was barely 25 yards.
Yeah, I think it was exactly that. Wasn't it 25?
I believe so.
Right at it. We'll see what they've got dialed up here. Kick is away, and it's going to be another one similar to that. It's going to hit on about the 45, and then DeMarcus is going to take it, which I don't understand that. And sometimes you just got to let it go. But anyway, he's going to take – that's one of those you get hit, and next thing you know, the ball goes popping away and somebody picks it up.
That's when you have a little too much confidence in your abilities. Also, that's also a good way to get hurt when you're stretching out for a ball. You catch a helmet in the chest like that, it doesn't feel too good.
That's right. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Peach County at their own 48-yard line. Again, Matt Winters trotting out on the field. He looks like he's moving pretty good right now,
and
Jesse.
Peach County really throwing the ball often in their first drive. I wonder if they'll go to the run here.
DeMarcus is off the field at this point. It's going to be low to the outside. He tries to get the edge, and he's going to get the edge, but he's going to be knocked down for a gain of maybe a half a yard. Pierce County strung it out well.
Peach County's offensive line is going to have to do a better job of setting the edge and get a lane for Peach County's running backs to get into.
Got Lowe is off and Williams is on. Robinson still on the sideline. Now you've got number 26 for Peach County. That's Searcy in the backfield. It's going to be Searcy up the middle. He gets a cut outside. He breaks the tackle. He's at the 45, down to the 40. He's going to have enough for a Peach County first down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Good cut by Searcy.
If he cuts back to the sideline, I believe he might have scored a touchdown on that. He had plenty of room over here to work on this side of the field, but nonetheless, great gain on the ground for Peach County. One thing they're going to have to continue to do is run the ball well so they can set up their play-action pass.
So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Peach County. They give this to Lowe. He does get the edge. He's going to be hit hard. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, but he was hit hard on the edge out there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down.
And that was a great tackle there by number 57 of Pierce County.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Greg Williams, look, he overthrows. He had Sire Davis, but he overthrows him. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
And there, Greg Williams has got to quiet his feet to complete those passes. He's an athletic guy, but hardly any quarterback can complete that kind of pass. That one was too high. I've seen these passes earlier from him being a little too into the ground. One thing that he'll want to work on is his footwork for this 3rd down. I'll tell you one thing that he does have, definitely has the arm strength to get the ball there.
So we'll see what Peach County's got. 4 minutes. It's going to be a low snap, but he digs it out, and he's got an open receiver. He's trying to get down the field. He finds DeMarcus, but it's going to be knocked down incomplete. So Peach County's going to be faced again. Looks like this time they're going to kick it away, not going to try a field goal.
And one thing DeMarcus had there is he elevated to get the ball, but Pierce County's defender doing a good job of actually turning to the ball. DeMarcus got turned around a little bit on that, and protection broke down, so that ball got floated a little bit. And here's interesting, DeMarcus isn't punting, but Cervantes is.
Good snap, good kick. Well, it's shanked it. He goes out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds
back out to
around
about
the
the
20.
30.
Wow. I think we got a break on that one.
No, I was close. I said 30.
Yeah. Where'd they put it? Oh, they keep moving it
25.
now.
It's on 25.
Okay.
Only 5 yards off.
Yeah.
The Pierce County press box is going absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. they thought it should have been marked on the field somewhere. But at any rate, 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Gibbs up the middle. He's going to get a couple of yards, about 3 before he gets knocked down around the 30-yard line.
Peach County doing a slow job of recognizing that play. Pierce County pulls the backside guard and tackle, running a counter, and linebackers just didn't move fast enough, so Pierce County's able to gain 5.
That was Corson on the carry. 2nd down and 5. Staying in a shotgun formation. Gets a nice side, but that's a nice blockers, and he's going to be close to a Pierce County first down. It looked better when it first started, didn't it?
The one thing Peach County's doing really well on defense is defensive line is reading fast. Peach County's nose guard is right there, ready to go. Linebackers are going to need to react and read a little bit faster. One thing that's given them some trouble are they're running a lot of counter motion in the backfield.
So it is a first down for Pierce County at their 36-yard line. Peach County looks like they're coming on a blitz, and that's an offside penalty. It's going to bring up, it was Dickey, I believe that was, number 73, Wayne Jones.
It was Emmanuel Pitts there. No, I'm sorry.
Jones.
Jones coming in on the blitz and spooked his man a little bit there.
So it's 1st and 5 at the 40-yard line. Drop. Got an open receiver, but no. well overthrown out of bounds. It's a good thing for them that it was because they had 3 DBs over there, it looked like.
And one thing that happens, get a pass rush early in the game, it makes the quarterback shaky, not in the sense they're afraid of getting hurt. That's not what we mean. What I mean is they feel the ability to move faster. They need to get out of the pocket a little bit sooner so they begin to move their feet, begin to roll. And like we've said so far, accuracy really goes down. The ball's floated over to the sideline.
So it's 2nd down and 5 for Pierce County at their own 40-yard line. Peach County standing in their 3-3-5 or 3-5-3. Give is up the middle. He's going to be hit and drop. A gain of 1. That's 13 on the tackle. That's DeAnthony Grant.
A good job of getting in the hole. Absolutely.
That was Corson on the carry. So it's bring up 3rd and 4 for Pierce County.
We're not on the air.
I just got 2 texts that says we were back on.
We're